Something very uninspiring has happened to our money, and it happened after 1928. Well, there are really two major events that caused America's money to become unsound in the 1900s. The first one chronologically happened, well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. The second one is we went off the gold standard. April 5th, 1933, FDR, President Roosevelt, forbids the hoarding of gold and requires delivery of gold coins to the federal government. Citizens are no longer allowed to own gold coins, bullion, or certificates. The mint stopped producing gold coins by executive order. That just doesn't get you angry. So this was a federal confiscation. Now, yes, they did pay you, but they set their own prices. But you had to give up your gold. You could not possess it unless it was in the form of decoration or jewelry. You had to give up your gold bars. You had to give up your coins, your bullion.
I wonder how many people really gave it all like that.
That's a good question. But this was a law. Our president did this. Now you say, what kind of president confiscates gold from its citizens? The same kind of president that stays in office 4 terms. And of course, we know that FDR, he broke the tradition set by George Washington to only have 2 terms in office. Well, he took 4 till he died. And after that, Congress said, no more. We're going to set an official term limit. But FDR was the one who broke that precedent. Same kind of guy that's going to take your gold away from you at a set government price. In 1971, President Nixon prohibited redeemability of dollars to gold from international currency. So essentially, before 1971, other countries could still come in and exchange their gold dollars, or their dollars rather, for gold. And Nixon essentially took us off of that standard. So first you had FDR, and then you had Nixon. Essentially, the world economy for the last 80 or so years has just been sort of in free-floating status. What is the result of these policies? What happens when money isn't based in productivity? Gold, precious metals. There's a little graphic showing what has happened to the worth of our dollar. We can see there in 1900, and it goes down and down and down until about 2000 is when this graphic ends. But essentially, this is the worthiness or the worth of your dollar. Why is it that people will say, I remember when milk was 5 cents a gallon, or I remember when gas was 10 cents a gallon, or something like that? Is it because it's gotten harder to produce milk or gas? No. Over time, we find more efficient ways to do things. Naturally, the price of things goes down. So why now are things all of a sudden more expensive? It's because our dollar has been devalued. So now it takes more to buy what you used to buy with less. When money is not based on real productivity, which is represented by precious metals, the currency is devalued. That kind of money is called fiat money. A fiat is a decree or an order, sort of like what it says on our dollar bills now. Just trust me, it's good. It's like someone just decreeing that our money is worth something.